Good morning. I'm Colonel Falk. This is First Sergeant Jager. We are doing our cadet portfolio inspection for our JPA inspection school year 2021. So with us today, we have representatives from all the LET levels. We've got LET 1s, we got Eric Mardiaga, Anahi Vargas, Anthony Preventer. For LET 2s, we've got Miguel Aguirre, Diana Matos, Samuel Vanco, Adriana Stacco. And for LET 3s, we've got Laura Alfonso and Giovanna Acevedo. And then LET 4, we have Jacqueline Crescencio. So I'm going to first start with the first question.
All right. So we're going to go over personal goals for the school year. All right. So Eric, we'll start with you since you're first here. Tell me what you learned about how your personality impacted your personal goals.
When I first started JROTC, I was nervous and stuff. When I first started JPA, I got nervous, but then I started meeting people and I started opening up with them, meeting new people, new friends. Yeah.
Okay. So once you met more people, was it more comfortable for you to show your personality?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, did any of that impact any of your goals? Did any of your goals change over this year?
No.
No? Okay.
Where do you have your goals right now?
You have them uploaded?
Yeah.
To where?
Cadet Smart, or Smart Cadet.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right, Miguel. Where you at, Miguel? There you are, he's back there. Okay. Okay, Miguel. If you could pull up your personal skills map. I know you got it on Cadet Portfolio. Just kind of flip your computer around and let's see it. Okay, can you get a picture? Okay, so we got that's your current one. You did it, how did you do it?
I did it on this, on Smart Cadet.
How did you,
You uploaded it to Smart Cadet, right?
how did you come up with your personal skills map? You did it on a program, right?
Yep, a program, and I answered every question as real as possible, so I would get the best results as I can to determine my personal skills map.
Okay, so what areas do you need to work on according to your personal skills map? You can take a look at it.
I need to work on my decision making, and that's basically it.
Okay, so got a pretty good personal skills map there. Okay, all right, so you got one red area. Okay, good. All right, thank you.
All right, so my next question is going to be to Anahi, moving down the list here. Anahi, talking about the winning colors discovery form. So if you can open up your winning colors, please, and let them see your winning colors, and then if you could tell us how winning colors helped you and other cadets work more effectively. How do you think that impacts things? And I'll bring you the mic.
For me personally, I got the red, and since I was a part of the SLP project, I got to work with a bunch of other winning colors, which helped me figure out where my weaknesses is and which people actually who help my weaknesses and how I can put my strengths into them. and
So
help them.
what you're saying is, where you're saying that other people helped your weaknesses, the other colors that had those skills or characteristics, they helped plus you up on anything you were missing?
Yeah, so for example, one of my friends, which was also on the SLP project, which is Nicole, I'm pretty sure she's a Brown.
Uh-huh.
So anytime I needed help with like publicly speaking and her calming me down when I was getting really nervous, she would always be there. And every time she needed something to be more comfortable, I would always be there and help her.
Awesome. Good.
Okay, so the next thing is the learning styles. Okay, so Diana Matos, learning styles inventory. What did you learn about how you learn? Did you pull that up, learning styles? Learning preferences. Okay, just flip that around so we can see it in the camera. Okay, so that's your learning preferences. What did you learn about how you like to learn?
I learned that I prefer working in groups and working with friends, and I find that I understand a specific subject or something working with my friends and people I'm close with and I'm comfortable with. I also learned that I like pretty much studying with music on because I can concentrate more.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, so Anthony, my next question is for you. If you could show us 2 samples of coursework that you have uploaded to your Smart Cadet, and then also if you could just tell us why you chose those 2 to represent in your portfolio.
All right, so for one of the ones I chose was a quick right reflection, and it was basically about, the first lesson of JROTC, where it introduced the creed, it introduced, what JROTC was about. And I uploaded this because it was kind of, I guess it was like, it just taught me what JROTC was, and it showed me that it was something I liked and something that I wanted to do, and yeah, that's why I chose it.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
I got the next one.
Would you like to show it?
Yeah, if you want to show it, that's awesome. Please.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Okay, next question is Cadet Challenge results. I'm going to pick a Let 2 because we didn't do Cadet Challenge this year because of the COVID. But I know last year our Let 2s did Cadet Challenge. So I'm going to go with Sam Vanko here. Do you have your Cadet Challenge results from your freshman year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell us about your Cadet Challenge results. How well did you do?
It looks like I got a pretty good score. It looks like I need to work on my arms. I didn't do that many push-ups, but other than that, I did pretty good.
All right, just flip around so we can see your.
So are you working on any plan to improve your push-ups, or?
Well, I did join Raiders, which is helping me, so
Awesome.
that is helping.
Okay, great, thanks.
All right.
So coming back to Eric here, we're going to talk about a Let 1 core lesson performance assessment evidence. So if you could show me one of your performance assessment tasks that you completed, and tell me why you chose this one.
I chose this one because it was one of the ones I completed, and it was pretty easy to do.
What was it about?
It was about orientation to service learning performance assessment tasks.
Okay, is it because, did we spend a lot of time on that, or why did you choose that one?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on it, and I felt more comfortable doing this one.
Okay, all right, now was that the one that, where you, you said it was orientation and training, so that one was focused on determining what the questions were for the veterans?
No, it was, yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right, let's move on to, let's see, written reflection of core lesson. Okay, so Adriana, you pull up a written reflection of one of the lessons we did this year, or one of the, like the service learning project. That'll work, yeah. Okay, go ahead, explain what you got there.
Oh, so in this one, it was for the appreciating diversity, and we had to write our reflection on something that we work on during the school year, like a project in a big group circles. And I did my reflection on the SAPI project since that was the one I was working on a group with, and it helped me develop a lot of personalities out of me, and which I was relator in the service learning project.
So what were some of the other people on your team? What many colors were they?
There was 3 brown and 2 greens, and 1 red.
Okay, so just flip your laptop around so you can see your assessment task. Okay, great. All right, so a reflection on appreciating diversity. Good. Let me see.
All right, so Anahi, you're on the hot seat. All right, we haven't even done this one yet. This is something that I've told all the Let ones that we were going to do this towards the end of the year. Okay, so what this is a verbal explanation or a summary of the curriculum content learned. So basically it's the stuff we've learned this year, okay? And the question I have for you is, how has JROTC helped you become a better student, a better team player, and a better leader? And I think it's a pretty good question for you because you're a corporal, you play lacrosse, right? So that's a team thing. You're on the drill team, you're doing all this stuff in the program. So I think it's a pretty good question for you. So start with how JROTC has made you a better student.
JROTC helped me become a better student because from the start it was motivating me to get my work done, not only in this class but in other classes, and that's why I have maintained the GPA of 3.8, and it's helped me become a better leader because I've helped my company a lot, and I've helped in the service learning project, and it helped me be more involved with JROTC, and it made me become a corporal because how involved I got with Raiders, drill, color guard, and
Well, you earned the rank of corporal, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you had to go through a board and a process and evaluation, correct?
yes sir.
Okay.
And it helped me become a lot more comfortable being outside my comfort spot, becoming friends with a lot more other people older than me, younger than me. Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Okay, great. Hopefully we've got all the Let 1s and Let 2s to at least answer one question. If not, at the end we can give you another opportunity. So we're going to move on to the Let 3s and 4s. So I think First Term's got the first question.
Yes, all right, so personal goals for the school year. Who haven't we talked? Giovanna, all right. So Giovanna, how have the leadership principles Remember, those 11 leadership principles affected your academic and personal growth. How has that helped?
Personally, the leadership skills helped me in my academics. By whenever I'm in a group project, help me like maintain everything in order instead of like wasting so much time, keeping everything intact. Also helping me maintain good grades and stay.
Do you tend to take charge when you're in groups, or?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
And
Do people look to you to take charge also?
kind of
Okay.
and teachers kind of, they give me an extra push and expect more from me that way, and it kind of gives me more of a challenge, which I like. Once they see me in the uniform, they're like, oh, you're an ROTC, you must know a lot.
Right. Okay, good job.
Did you have your goals for the school year in your portfolio, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
I have both long-term, intermediate, and short-term goals.
Okay, just flip that around real quick so we can see. I know it's hard to see on the camera, but, okay, so you got your long-term, intermediate, and short-term, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to ask about, what was my next question?
Personal financial.
Oh, yeah, financial plan. Okay, who do I want to ask that? Laura, how about that? Laura, I know, I saw your financial plan. Tell us a little bit about your financial plan that you developed.
Okay, I'm sorry. My financial plan was about to buy a house for me and my mother. I have short-term goals and then intermediate and then also long-term goals, which I got this, I learned them from this important class that we had previously during this quarter of the school year, which had helped me a lot. And then I'm trying to like follow this financial plan because it really helps a lot. It gives too much information.
So how do you do your goals? What needs to be in your goals? What elements need to be in your goals?
They need to be specific, measurable, attainable, related, and time-bound.
Okay, so are your goals meet? Do your goals meet all those?
Yes, they do.
Okay, and then flip your computer around. Okay, so you got your financial plan. Good. Okay, great.
So the next thing that we're going to cover will be personal skills map. I'll go to you, Jacqueline. What strategies have you used, if you could pull up your personal skills map, and then what strategies have you used to improve one of your social, emotional skills that you might have identified?
Okay, so on my personal skills map, I've noticed that my decision making has been, it's strengthened, but it needs to be developed more. So one of the skills I had used recently when we were doing the CIP as a continuous improvement for the battalion SOP, what I had used, one of the strategies I had used was I had to stop, take a second, and figure out what I wanted to do and what choice I wanted to do, because I do tend to make a lot of impulsive choices right on the spot. And this year I have seen myself that I've actually taken a step back, looked at it get an overall picture, and then decided to make my decision. This has impacted a lot of our battalion, because as the battalion commander, you really have to think through what decision you do so everything goes as planned.
Great, awesome.
Okay, I got one additional question. So you have all your personal skills maps since your freshman year?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay, I see your senior one. Okay. Just pull up your.
Show it to the camera real quick.
Oh, okay. Pull up your freshman one next. so we can just see. Did you look at your old personal skills maps, and have you seen a progression?
Personally, yes, I have seen a lot of growth within my personal skills map as a one. For example, I can say that my freshman year, my self-esteem was really low as a freshman, and I do get that because once you start JTC and you're like really shy at first, very intimidated about everything. But as I can see over the years, because of JTC, my self-esteem has grown. Example, as you can see here, my self-esteem was really low at the beginning of freshman year.
Show the camera.
It's
Okay.
hard to see, but you can see it was red, right?
Yes, it was red.
So what is it now?
Now it's strengthened, so it's a green now, which I'm really proud of because, you know, I'm not that shy cadet that sits in the back corner anymore. I'm here running the battalion, leading it, so.
That's awesome.
Good, thank you. All right, is it your turn or my turn?
Your turn, sir.
Oh, it's my turn? Oh, that's right, I stole your question. Okay, where are we at? Let me see, winning colors, winning colors, right?
Yep.
Okay, winning colors, let me see, Giovanna. Let me see, what does your winning colors do to help you make decisions? What is your winning color?
At the beginning, my freshman year, it was related, for 2 years straight, and then this year it changed to builder.
Why do you think it changed?
Well, I feel like I grew as a person and had like a better experience, I guess, and answered the questions
You think
to best fit me.
maybe some of the stuff you learned in ROTC helped you?
Yes.
All right, so you're a builder, you're Brown now? Okay.
Yes.
All right, good. So let's turn your thing around so we can see it. Turn your computer around.
I have the
Too many windows.
personal ones.
Okay. All right, she's got it. All right, here we go. Next question.
All right, Miguel, we're going to talk to you about your fitness summary, okay? And my question for you is, how has your fitness improvements matched your fitness goals? So basically, where you have decided that you want to, improve in a certain area, has that matched the goals that you've set for yourself? Let me bring you the mic.
So my freshman year, I was a really bad runner. I couldn't really run a mile in under like 10 minutes. So I really couldn't really focus on that. I could always do push-ups or reserves, but as I like to, I really want to work on my running. And I'm here with Sam, always working out on my running and our push-ups. So it's great to see how long from freshman year and my sophomore year to see my improvement.
Okay, so from freshman to sophomore, was there anything specifically, I mean, you said your run, so how much has your run improved?
I'll say definitely 30 seconds to a minute per lap.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Good job.
Now let's stay on that subject for a second. So for fitness summary, Yagwin, since you run 4, how has your fitness changed looking at your fitness summary over your 4 years?
By looking at my fitness summary, it has changed over the year because my freshman year, I was not really as strong. I was not physically fit. I ran my mile under 12 minutes, which is really below standards as a freshman. However, over the years, I did go out and I did decide to participate in Raiders, and Raiders has helped me improve myself and my endurability. It has given me the opportunity to increase my abdominal and such in areas, and overall my running has improved a lot now since last Cadet challenge.
Okay, again, let me take the next one here. So we got I need to see, okay, so I know we already got an appreciating diversity reflection from Adriana. Okay, so we're going to skip down to the next one. Essay. All right, let's see.
Samuel.
No, he's lit two. I got
Oh.
lit three.
Okay.
All right, Laura, pull up an essay. It could be an ROTC essay or an essay from any course. And tell me what your essay was about. Do a brief summary of what your essay was about and what you learned about.
Okay, my essay was about the challenges of online and in-person learning in a pandemic environment. Since we're right now under the COVID-19 influence, I learned that it's easier. It's easier to come to school to learn because while you're at home, you can barely learn stuff. So I missed like 2 days from school, for example, and I used online application that we use to connect with teachers while we're at home, and it was like kind of like difficult to me to understand what they were talking about, and that was something that impacted me a lot. And then I learned that we need to be at school to learn the stuff that we are supposed to learn to then obtain the enough information that we're supposed to learn through our high school years.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, Giovanna, let me see your resume and your references. And then, what do you think some of those references would say about you? Okay, that's fine. Adriana, pull up yours while she's finding hers. That's fine.
My resume?
Yeah, your resume with the references, please. And you just keep looking for yours. It's okay. All right, so coming over here. All right, so let me see your references. Okay, so what do you think Mr. Krupp would say about you? Would he have good things to say about Adriana?
Club is not the guy, it's the name of the program, and that's Miss Pernon from the library.
Okay.
Well, she's the one who actually pushed me since my freshman year, and I met her through my friends, and while I was pursuing a book in the library, then she said that she would join club, that it will help me in the future, school-wise and personality-wise, and I really appreciate that. And every time I need an advice on academic level, like what class or things I should do next year, I always go to her and ask her which one she thinks I fit better. And she always say that she see me, if I put the effort, I could do it. Like for example, I picked a woman for next year, and I told her that I'm going to the classes in campus, on the school campus, and she said based on my capacity, I should do it at the FSW campus. She said I would benefit more from it, but I said I would consider it.
So Ms. Perignon's a good mentor.
Yes,
Okay, so would she have good things to say about you then also?
she would.
All right, good job.
All right, let's see, Laura, pull up some awards or certificates or accomplishments that you have in your portfolio. Okay, tell us what you pulled up and then show the camera and then explain what this is. And read it sideways.
Okay, so I learned this medal. It was Daughters of the American Revolution this year. It was basically because I was a student that demonstrated academic excellence and dependability and then good character. And I adhered to military discipline and leadership. I learned this medal at the beginning of the school year. It's sideways.
All right, good deal. All right, good job. Congratulations. I think we're getting close to the end here. Okay. All right. You want me to do it?
Yep.
Okay. Verbal summary. Jovan, just summarize for us what you've learned this year. What the curriculum was that we went through, and then kind of what. Just summarize the curriculum that you learned this year and what you got out of it.
This year I learned a lot about service learning, and especially being a part of the service learning project, and I learned a lot about the veterans which we talked to, and since being a part of the service learning project, I learned how to be more confident with my words for the most part, and how to talk in a professional setting. And also,
What other kind of classes do we have?
like we recently had a class on financial planning, which helped me because as I'm becoming an adult, I'm gonna need those skills in the future to know how to manage my money and time management as well.
Okay, and I see you got your resume, you found your resume. Let's flip that around just so we can see. Okay, so yes, I know it was in there because I graded it, so. Okay, good, appreciate it. So I think that is all the questions. Does anybody else want to share any last thoughts or anything? Did we miss anybody? Anthony, did we get to ask you a question? We did? Okay. Did everybody get asked at least one question? All good? Okay. All right. Any last comments? All right. Thank you so much for sharing your portfolios with us. And just so everybody knows, we got them in Smart Cadet, and it's working pretty well. This first year we put it in Smart Cadet, so the freshmen are using that exclusively for the most part. And as you can see around the table, some of the upperclassmen still have their binders that they from their previous school years. So thank you very much, and we'll talk to you later.